didn't dislike all that, but I don't think romance and martial arts actually mix, in my opinion. Hello, Nathan Nice. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nathan, and this is ActionTube. Hey, Nathan Nice. Hey, Nathan Nice. Welcome back to another video. I have to apologize for the hat. It's my day off. I didn't do my hair, which I kind of deserve it. I'm just trying to relax, and I also wanted to make this video for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about Sakra. Sakra is a martial arts, it is a mystical martial arts movie. It's got a ton of action, it's got drama, it's got romance. It is starring and directed by Donnie Yen, who is an international martial arts superstar who put together a very terrific movie. Donnie Yen plays Kiao Fang, who is a man who was accused of a murder that he didn't commit, and it puts him on the run and determines to investigate on the why. There's also a discord being shown in between two different factions who is trying to attempt to start a war. First, the title, Sakra, I believe is in Sanskrit as far as my research is concerned, and it is a Buddhist terminology that means mighty and powerful. I'm not a Buddhist, but even though I do follow some of the Buddhist traditions, but the Buddhist terminology that's being spoken throughout this movie is a little bit confusing, and that is the only negative thing I have about this movie so far. However, before we get into any more, I'd like to show you a little bit of clip of this movie. As you saw, the martial art wuxia is being used throughout this movie, and is quite entertaining. I'm not sure if I've ever seen something like this before. I mean, I'm sure I may have, but at the time I didn't know what it was at that time. But at least now I know what it looks like. I don't want to give too much away, but Donnie Yen had to make himself look 30 years younger. Realistically, he is 60 years old. Well, he looks pretty good at 60 years old, let me tell you. But he did have to make himself as a 30-year-old younger person. And there is a reason for that. Again, I don't want to give too much away, but there is a reason for that, which you will see hopefully towards the end of this movie. I think this is Donnie Yen's first directed movie as a director, as the big dog, as we would always say. But he's always been a martial arts director, an action director. He has his own stunt team where he directs all the stunts and the action of the movie. And that's as far as he's ever gone. But this time he's the big dog. He directs everything in this movie. And of course he stars in the movie as well. And does a pretty good job. He does an amazing job, in my opinion, when it comes to directing this movie. As far as directing the stunts are concerned, I think he let somebody else be in charge of that. He was just, in this, again, he was just a director, and that was it. The action in this movie, the cinematography in this movie, the location in this movie was all beautiful. The action was all beautifully made. The action was top notch and very, very hardcore, very hard hitting. Even though it wasn't like the video that I made about Flashpoint, which is another Donnie Yen movie, where the action of this movie was pretty hard contact. Didn't see much of that in this movie though, probably because it's getting too old for that. It basically blew my expectations away. The romance of this movie was actually not something I expected. There wasn't no lovey-dovey, cuddly-wuddly type of scenes, if you know what I mean, but it was more like the expression of the romance, the thought of love, and the desire to the desire to want to share each other's lives. You know what I mean? And that was the kind of romance that I was seeing here. That was pretty good made. I actually didn't dislike all that, but I don't think romance and martial arts actually mix, in my opinion. But this one was actually a lot better than I expected. Also, well, that's all I got for you in this video. So I hope this will convince you to go watch this movie. It is available on all platforms. It is available on Haya, which is another streaming service. I don't have that. I rented the movie on Vudu, and that's pretty much probably the only places you can find it for right now. It's on all streaming platforms. You have to pay the rent, or unless you have Haya, you can watch it on that one too. And that is all I got for you guys. Hope you like this review, and again, hope it's convinced you to go watch this movie. It's very, very good. Very, very good. I'm just gonna leave it there. It's awesome. It's very good. I love it. And that's all I got for you guys. So until the next video, live long and prosper. May the force be with you. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. Go watch this movie, and I will see you guys on the bounce. Yeah.